In a league where injuries can derail even the most promising of careers, the resilience of San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle shines through the adversity. His journey back from an Achilles injury, sustained during the wild card round against the Philadelphia Eagles, is not just a story of physical rehabilitation, but a testament to the strength of family and a positive mindset. Where are you watching from today? Drop your thoughts in the comments on Kittle's comeback journey. Kittle is currently entrenched in an intense rehab process after one of the most significant injuries of his career. Yet, rather than succumb to the weight of this setback, he has chosen to focus on what truly matters, his family. In a recent interview, Kittle articulated his gratitude, saying, "It's pretty easy for me. What really helps is I have a tight circle around me between my family, my wife, and good friends that keep me incredibly humble in my head, not growing too big." This attitude is crucial. It not only speaks to his character, but also highlights the support system that is foundational in overcoming such challenges. As he prepares for his 10th season with the 49ers, there are still unknowns about how he will perform post-injury. An Achilles injury is notoriously tough, often sidelining players for extended periods and leaving lingering effects even upon return. However, Kittle's mental fortitude is a critical component of his recovery. He has expressed a remarkable outlook, stating, "I'm just enjoying the ride as long as it wants to go on, and I'm just going to be myself and be nice to people as long as I can be." This perspective not only keeps him grounded, but also illustrates a dedication to the game that is admirable. What's truly impressive is Kittle's aim for a Week 1 comeback. If he realizes this goal, it would be a phenomenal achievement considering the usual timeline for recovery from such a severe injury. Most players would take a cautious approach, but Kittle's ambition to return within 9 months is bold. This timeline underscores his work ethic, discipline, and experience, a potent combination that defines him as a player. It's important to note that Kittle has consistently shown an ability to find marginal gains in his performance, whether through physical fitness or technical improvements in his game. The thought of what he could produce upon his return is tantalizing for 49ers fans. While the road ahead is long and fraught with challenges, Kittle's mindset suggests he is far from finished. He remains driven, aware that he has fewer years ahead than behind him, and that urgency fuels his determination to bounce back stronger than ever. Now, as we shift our focus away from Kittle's personal journey, we must also consider the implications of his recovery on the team's overall strategy moving forward. The 49ers have a talented roster, and Kittle's return could be the linchpin that solidifies their offensive prowess. With a wealth of experience and a burning desire to contribute, his presence on the field will be pivotal for San Francisco as they look to make a deep playoff run. The eyes of the 49ers faithful are on Kittle as he embarks on this challenging yet inspiring path. Will he defy the odds and make a swift return? The anticipation is palpable, and we'll be here to follow his progress every step of the way. Now, let's turn our attention to the next pivotal story that could shape the season ahead. As we delve deeper into the San Francisco 49ers' recent top 30 visits, the question looms large. What can these meetings tell us about the players the 49ers might be eyeing in the upcoming draft? Let's unpack the significance of these visits by revisiting the last 5 drafts, examining how many of these players actually found a home in the Bay Area. From 2021 through 2025, the 49ers drafted a total of 16 players who were part of their top 30 visits. Remarkably, 8 of those players are still part of the roster, illustrating a strong connection between these visits and the team's draft strategy. In 2025, the team selected 2 players, defensive lineman Michael Williams and cornerback Upton Stout, from this exclusive group. Moving to 2024, we saw the drafting of wide receiver Jacob Cowing and linebacker Tatum Bethune, both of whom participated in those crucial meetings. In 2023, the 49ers took a bigger leap, selecting 4 players from their top 30 visits. Safety Jair Brown, cornerback Darrell Luter Jr., tight end Cameron Latu, and tight end Braden Willis. This trend escalated in 2022, where the 49ers hit the jackpot by selecting 5 players from their visits, including offensive lineman Spencer Burford and defensive end Dre Jackson. The first 4 picks that year came from this pool, a clear indication of how seriously the front office takes these meetings. Of course, we must remember that 2021 was an unusual year due to the pandemic, limiting teams to virtual interviews. Nevertheless, the 49ers still managed to draft 3 players: quarterback Trey Lance, cornerback Damador Lenore, and running back Trey Sermon, from the 33 virtual interviews they conducted. Now, as we look ahead to the 2026 draft, the players the 49ers have met with are categorized by position, providing insight into their potential drafting strategy. Despite adding some veteran talent at wide receiver during free agency, the 49ers have brought in 6 wide receivers for visits. This number starkly contrasts with the previous year, when only 1 wideout was part of the top 30. It's clear that John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan still view this position as a critical area of need. The burning question now is whether they will opt for a wide receiver in the first round or wait until the second round to snag one of these prospects. Fans have long cried out for the 49ers to draft an offensive tackle early, a desire that has largely gone unfulfilled since Mike McGlinchey's selection in 2018. This year, however, the team seems linked to multiple tackles, potentially indicating a shift in strategy. Could this be a response to ongoing contract negotiations with Trent Williams? If they choose a tackle at the 27th pick without having secured a new deal with Williams, it might signal the end of his tenure in San Francisco. But let's not jump to conclusions. It could simply be that the 49ers have their eyes set on a player they genuinely believe can make an impact. Yet, one must ponder the wisdom of drafting a player in the first round who may not be a day-one starter. The search for a suitable complement to Nick Bosa has been a long and arduous journey for the franchise, one that has seen many hopeful candidates fail to deliver. This year, could it finally be the moment they unearth that elusive edge rusher? It's likely the team will draft a pass rusher who can line up outside. But will it be one of the 3 prospects they've met with? Last year, the 49ers zeroed in on defensive tackles, particularly those who could stuff the run. This year, their focus seems to have shifted toward finding interior pass rushers. However, with the recent trade for Osa Odigizwa, the need for a run stuffer has diminished, especially when considering the versatility of Williams, who can slide inside during obvious passing situations. The linebacker core is overflowing with talent, though there's speculation that a trade involving someone like D. Winters could happen. Tight end remains a pressing need as well, especially given George Kittle's injury history. A dynamic, pass-catching tight end could add another layer to the offense that has seen flashes of brilliance, but sometimes struggles to maintain consistency. And let's not forget the potential for drafting a playmaking safety, a position that could use a fresh infusion of talent. Ultimately, while the top 30 visits may not provide an exhaustive blueprint for the team's draft plans, they remain a critical aspect of the evaluation process. The 49ers have a track record of selecting at least one player from these visits, raising the stakes on who they decide to go with this year. Will we see the next Damador Lenore emerge from this group? Or perhaps the next Drake Jackson? As we inch closer to draft day, the anticipation is palpable, and fans should brace themselves for what could be a pivotal moment in this franchise's future. Now, fans, where are you watching from? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And if you want to keep up with everything related to the San Francisco 49ers, be sure to subscribe for the latest news and analysis. The draft is just around the corner, and the possibilities are endless. Let's see how the 49ers will shape their roster for the future.